This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.
This episode is brought to you by...
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Easier than counting the planets, at least. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Oh, what happened to Pluto? Did it offend someone? F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank.
What's up, everybody? It's episode 138 of Beers in the Lot. Well, if you're listening to this on release day, then happy Wednesday to you. We've got a good little episode here for you, but first, I'd be remiss of my duties as the intro man if I didn't mention our merchandise store at beersinthelot.com/shop. Definitely check it out. If you're interested in any Beers in the Lot swag, there's plenty of options there to choose from. And, of course, my weekly Discord plug. Hit beersinthelot.com/Discord to jump into our Discord server and join in the basically continuous hockey conversation there. So, on episode 138, me and the guys talked about how we're excited for the sports week ahead with Masters and Frozen Four and baseball. There's a lot going on. We also talked a little bit about Evgeny Kuznetsov's shootout strategy, and Eric and John gave their takes on the Frozen Four. So here we go. Let's crack the beers.
Gideon's pouring. What are you drinking this evening, Aaron?
I have from our friends at Flying Dog a Hair Chaser Grapefruit IPA. I'm curious to see how this tastes not in the lot after hockey. Because I like it after hockey. But
wait, which one is it?
The Hair Chaser, the grapefruit. It's delicious after hockey, but I feel like I might change my tune when I have not recently exerted myself. We shall see.
I was going to say Busch Light is good after hockey. I mean,
everything is good after hockey. There is that. What you got, Daniel?
My friends at Treehouse, they don't know we're friends, but I like to say we are.
Danny got his VIG this week. That's what it is.
Exactly. I am drinking Bright. It is a double IPA. And, of course, it's delicious. What do you got tonight, Riggs?
I have from Antietam Brewery up in the Patch. Till our paths cross.
Well, Maryland.
Marylandism
there.
Till our paths cross. Hazy IPA. This is the Mando beer, Mandalorian.
Oh.
It has Din Djarin and Grogu. Grogu being held up like Simba in Lion King. Yes, very cool. Beer's actually decent, so it's good.
Nice.
And Mr. Walker, what do you have?
Hey, are you wearing a jersey?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
cold down here, and I didn't feel like going upstairs, so the jersey is the closest
crema.
Okay. His crema jersey. I was just like, wait a second. Like, hold on.
Crema Beers in
Yeah.
the Lot jersey.
Yeah. I'm drinking from Bay Life Brewing Company out of Jessup, Bay Light Maryland Light Lager. Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. Light lager. Nothing crazy. It's a Monday night, man.
We're not supposed to go crazy on Monday nights?
I mean, you can, but like, I feel like some of those, I feel like if you're going ape shit on Monday, you're an animal. Barring a holiday, vacation, etc., then it's all deals are off. But yeah.
Yeah, random Monday, I don't know. I think I'm with John on this one.
You may have a problem.
I want to go too hard on a Monday.
This is from people who have had 40s of malt liquor on a Monday night recording.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait.
have
Didn't we? No, I feel like when we did that, we recorded
Receipts.
on Tuesdays.
No,
I think at that point we recorded on Tuesdays. Are you sure?
Yeah, okay. All right.
It may have been. It may have been
good
Tuesday.
point, John.
It may have been Tuesday. So I think like depending on your Monday, you may need to rip into a few 40s on Tuesday. Like,
hey, it's not like you're buying 4 tweez at 8:30 in the morning on a
Exactly.
Saturday, right?
if you're ripping, well, hold on. It's a Saturday, man. I want to enjoy my damn weekend. The tweez can be had. Like, you're allowed to rip some tweez
for the boys.
Yeah,
Unleash the tweez.
Yeah, you're allowed to rip some tweez. I mean, sheesh. You're tweez shaming over here. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, just it's Monday. Wah. Masters week, so it's a good sports week. Baseball's in swing.
Yes. Hello,
So-
friends.
Hello, friends. Yeah, Jim Nance. He's calling he's like calling the men's Final Four tonight, and then running to Augusta, call the Masters, and then he'll get put back in a box for the next year. Until then, so
He'll go back to his cave.
like no, it's like freaking ranch, and he has his sick,
What?
Yeah,
golf
right.
course and stuff.
No, I was playing off, like it's like late November, and that's when what's his name? The Christmas guy, the Christmas singer emerges from his cave.
Oh no,
Mariah
it was
Carey?
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
Whoever it is, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like when it's September, it's time to wake up the guy from Green Day.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta wake
Or-
up.
yeah.
When it's November, Wyclef returns for his annual pilgrimage.
The tweets on the guy from Green Day, though. Every year,
I
it's
love it.
just like thousands of people.
I
With
like
variations on
the
here's
last
your alarm clock.
Actually, I will say, like the last couple of years, just because of the way the NFL season starts, I've seen like videos on like TikTok and whatever. Like they'll start with like Green Day when September ends, and then Hank William Jr. like just comes and punches Billy Joe Armstrong and starts going, "Are you ready for some football?" That's great. It's MLB's. I mean, I'm jacked, and they're speeding up the game. They're like, attempting, I should say. The managers will figure it out and give them like a month or two. They'll figure out how to slow the shit down.
I
Again.
actually was going to ask you too about that. How do you guys feel about that? You guys feel it's too fast or too quick?
I like it when I stay up to watch the West Coast game.
Mhm.
So
like when you watch the Mariners and
over
the
with.
Dodgers and the Giants.
Yeah,
shit.
I really like watching the Dodgers when they're at home, just because I think Dodger Stadium's cool as shit and it looks good on TV. And
Yeah.
when that game is only 2.5 hours, it's perfect. Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect. So, because it starts at 9:30, 10, depending on schedule. So it's like it's perfect. Yeah.
I like the two things I liked. So they changed the base sizes. A lot of people were semi unaware of that. All the managers in MLB threw up their arms. They're like, you can't do this. So like MLB actually, and Theo Epstein was one of the guys who, like, funny enough, he like did a lot of the Moneyball stuff and then analytics on how to like maximize runs and performance and slow the other team down and the shift. He's now on the committee to help baseball like become more relevant in the youth sports. But anyway, he asked all managers when he was talking about base sizes, like, what's the size of the bag now? None of them got it right. So he's like, yeah, so you guys know that. And then also too, like, I like the fact they're doing the pitch clock because it penalizes batters that try to, abuse it. They get a strike, and it penalizes pitchers and it gets them a ball if they're, violating the clock. So like it works both ways. It's not kind of like that.
Doesn't penalize.
It
one
doesn't
side.
penalize. Yeah, it benefits both sides that they're, doing the right thing. So, I mean, and I've watched a few games and listened to a few on radio, and it's moving along. So I see no problem.
Would you add any seconds to it, even if it was like 5?
I'm
No?
fine
You
as
think it's
is.
perfect as it is?
I mean, I had like a really great old man Thursday when Pirates opening day, when they were playing Cincy. I was mowing the grass listening to the game. Only thing I was missing were like the big yellow headphones. I had a time just listening to the game, doing it. I'd stop every 2 seconds because like for station identification still and whatnot. But yeah, it was great. So it was awesome. But it was like 2 hours. It was great. Like I was outside for like an hour and 40 minutes doing yard work, like weeds, all that shit, weed whacking, and it took me a while because I gotta do part of the sidewalk, which I was fortunate enough I didn't have to salt, for the kids going to their school this year, but I gotta take care of the grass and everything. But yeah, it was like, it was like really perfect. Like I'm almost to the point, like every time I go out, I hope there's a ball game I can just listen into. Great. Hockey games, I like listening to those on the radio, but it's different for baseball. The broadcasters really paint a picture.
Depending on who you're listening to, yeah, absolutely.
Well, if I called the game via Picasso, you're right. So, I mean, geez.
Well,
So
Gary
humble.
Thorne was doing the Orioles for a while. I don't know if
He
he still
was.
is or not. I don't think he is actually, but
Nah, he's completely out as far as I know.
I definitely recall within the past, I don't know, 5-6 years or so, I stumbled somehow. I clicked on a baseball highlight, and I don't know how. I not really a big baseball guy, but for some reason this one caught my eye, and I wanted to watch it. And I ended up watching it like 3 or 4 times because it was Gary Thorne calling it. And I was like, this is great. This is exciting. Like I wanted to see it again, honestly, because he just, I don't know. He's got that voice that makes it exciting and gets excited at the right times. And it definitely makes a huge difference who's talking on radio, TV broadcast. It makes a huge impact. Yeah.
So related to the clock on the TNT broadcast, I don't know what game it was because I wasn't watching it. They were talking about Evgeny Kuznetsov's latest shootout attempts, where he skates impossibly slow from center ice red in and shoots and pretty much scores every time. Right? And I think the player that originally did this or something similar was Patty Kane, where he would kind of come in slow, do like 12,000 deeks,
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
just pick a side and shoot, right? So Kuznetsov, I think, is actually skating slower, and it's taking him, I'm just guessing, 8 seconds or more.
It's kind of like a guy in our league just going on a breakaway. I don't see the problem here. I'm
To the
confused.
top of the blue paint and then putting it by. He's a lefty, so usually, that side of the net. But they had the great one, Wayne Gretzky, on this particular broadcast, apparently. And he does not like this. And he would
Weird.
like to have a clock put on
Oh
the
my
shootout
God.
attempts.
Nah,
Oh,
get out of
come
here,
on.
Wayne.
You have to skate in and execute your shootout attempt in a certain number of seconds to prevent this
Get
move
outta
from
here.
No, that's
happening.
dumb.
Get out of here.
Gosh, the game has passed him by. It is just sad. I understand his logic. I really, truly do, because I think he's coming at it from like a casual fan point. But
Yeah.
like, frankly, this is my opinion on the shootout. If you have no regulations, you really don't, other than the puck must go forward, like you can't do anything. So Kuznetsov is just
they don't let
using
you they don't let you skate backwards either.
backwards.
Right?
Right.
You
Correct.
have
They used
be-
to. They
you have
used
to
to.
be skating forward, and the puck has to be moving forward the whole time, right? So,
Correct.
yeah.
But I mean, I could see like maybe he might have an argument if it's like an epidemic where like every single shooter is going in and taking like 10 to 20 seconds just to like skate in and shoot. But like it's like a one-off. Like not everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
And there's far less shootouts happening since they implemented the 3-on-3.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think he really has an argument there.
no.
I think it's hilarious every time he does it. I laugh hysterically whenever I'm watching and he does it. Like I think it's
Right.
one of the funniest things in the
Well,
game right now.
he definitely. It's not like Kane, where Kane would come. Kane would kind of skate normal speed, then he'd stop like maybe top of the circles, and he deked the shit
No,
out of
it's
the
not
goalie.
like that at all.
And he would go-
No.
he would go straight in.
He just kind of smacks the puck to the side very slowly, one-handed, skates
Yes.
over, da 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 da, like kind of like the definition of like, oh, you're going out there for a public session, dude. Like, what do you do? Like, it is the quintessential definition. I don't mind it, frankly, because like if it's one guy doing it, whatever. And at some point, the goalies are going to wise up. They're either going to rush him, or when he's coming in slow. If a goalie, technically, if they're a little, I mean, I guess you don't want to get burned too bad, but like come out a little further, and then all of a sudden, like, and I understand their logic, like you have to wait till he's X amount in before you do something, but then he kind of wises up, like he starts stick handling at the point where a goalie could technically rush or like would think about coming out further. But also like playoff hockey's almost there and it's overtime only. So like,
Right. It won't matter.
Yeah.
no one's
Doesn't
doing that
matter.
on a breakaway in overtime.
I would rather
So-
have a debate about shootouts in regular season games anyway than the exact techniques that an individual might be using. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get to the shootout, the game, it doesn't matter anymore. Like everybody's got a point. It's
Right.
it's this
Right.
spectacle for the fans essentially to determine who gets this extra point in the game. Like it doesn't matter at this point. The game
I think it's served its purpose
irrelevant.
already. Personally,
Yeah.
I'd rather them just extend 3-on-3 another 5 minutes, see how that goes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd watch way more 3-on-3 if
Because that's
players would do it.
exciting.
Yeah.
Just like
absolutely.
end-to-end action. Yeah, I
And
enjoy
it-
that a
it
lot
doesn't stop
more.
either.
Exactly.
Like you don't have breaks in 3-on-3 because there's so much more time at the puck. They hold on to it longer. So a 10-minute 3-on-3 would go fast. It would go very quickly, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't mind the shootout. It serves the purpose and the players seem to get along with it. I don't see them extending the overtime. The only thing I do see is like maybe they do, let's say 7, like if they ever do like 8 minutes of overtime instead of 5, and then they do 4 minutes of 3-on-3, 4 minutes of like 2-on-2. That's the only way it's going to like come to a somewhat compromise.
2-on-2 is
2-on-2
ridiculous.
2-on-2 would
Yeah.
actually be no, 2-on-2 to me would be hilarious because like at some point I'd like imagine, I'm just thinking like Connor McDavid and like Draisaitl go out against
Oh
like
my
McKinnon
God.
and Rantanen. That would be cool. But then you have like, whoever Arizona's going to freaking throw out versus whatever. Like that to me is just so lame.
No,
So-
if you're gonna do 2-on-2, then you have to put the bench or the nets one in front of the penalty box and one in front of the players' benches and play.
Oh
it
yeah,
that
do
way.
like cross ice, do cross ice.
Yeah.
Cross ice.
Or
game.
actually, it'd be better. Just throw out ringette and go. We're playing ringette now.
That's right.
For the last
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Everybody can join the NRA.
Yeah, the National Ringette Association.
Oh man.
When Eric and I were coaching mites, I would ask kids that, "Are you a member of the NRA?" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "National Ringette Association." I'm like, and then the best is like the one kid, like I was saying it for a few years, and then he goes, "My dad has a hat like that," and I look out in the stands, and it's like a guy who has like a National Rifle Association hat. I'm like, nah, different, close association, yes, different ideas, but yes. So
Hope you're enjoying this episode. Give us just a second to hear from the sponsors.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Certainly easier than spelling conscientious right on the first try. C-O-N-S-H, nope, S-I. S-C? Oh, that C's moonlighting as an H. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our investment and trust services team can help make your retirement dreams a reality. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Let's check the British spelling.
anything exciting, you gents, with the approach of the end of the regular season?
Yeah, the Frozen Fours this weekend.
That's right.
I don't
It
give a
is.
shit about the NHL.
It's going to be a stellar. it's going to be a stellar.
It's gonna be
Sports
great.
weekend. We
Oh,
got
my
baseball.
goodness.
We got the Masters. We got Frozen 4. It's going to be glorious.
It's going down.
Riggs, predictions for Final Four or Frozen Four, sorry. What do you think's going to happen?
Quinnipiac will beat Michigan.
I like that.
And the Gophers, it'll be like a 1 or 2 goal game against BU, I think.
With who advancing?
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice can't be held off the scoreboard for 2 weekends straight out of
that and like BU can defend, but they can't defend that well. Like,
yeah.
Like Minnesota essentially cuts the ice in half. They don't allow you to go into their half of the ice.
Yeah.
So I don't think BU is going to handle that very well. Probably the first period will be close. Second period, then they might get tired.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. You could have, get frustrated early. Who knows what happens?
But I think like I didn't really like how Michigan played in the regionals. So, and Quinnipiac coming in was number 2 nationally. So, and in the pairwise. So,
yeah.
There's something there, right? And I think, if they were playing Michigan or if they were playing Minnesota, probably not, but I think Michigan's like
paper tiger.
They're like wounded right now or something. Like they're just not playing well. I didn't think they looked that great.
That would kind of suck. 2 years in a row, Michigan just doesn't.
Not so much this year though.
Yeah, because they actually got to the Frozen Four.
Well, it's that, and also like I don't think the team is as good, right? Like I don't think this team is as good as last year. So, but
yeah, because last year they had Maddie and Power,
right?
So we'll see.
Yeah, it should be it's 2 really defensive teams against 2 teams that just like to control the puck and deny you access. So it should be cool. Should be Thursday would probably be better than Saturday. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you got I get what you're saying.
The semis will be better games than the Saturday game, I think.
I feel like the semis always are. Like I feel like it's more exciting.
Yeah, like I've been to Hockey East, conference championship weekend, so it's like Friday, Saturday. So the Friday night, it's like a 5:00 and 8:00 game for the semis, and then I went to the final on Saturday, and the Friday night was way better.
Yeah,
like the hockey was better, the atmosphere is better, like everything's just better, right?
Well, I think that age too, they kind of just burn the barn down on the semis because they want to get to the national championship game, and then there's always a team like there's definitely an energy discrepancy somehow, some way, whether it's like nerves or just straight energy, one way or another.
Yeah,
it always works that way.
But if that's the case, like I don't care if it's QU or Michigan at that point. Whoever sees Minnesota, they're probably staring down a freight train in a tunnel. Like I think the speed and the skill is just gonna run over whoever's in front of them.
Well, in Minnesota, like, not that Michigan doesn't. I feel like Logan Cooley and Nyes and all those boys. I feel like the way they play, like they can play. I wouldn't say different ways because they still kind of are like, we want the puck, we're going to the net, we're going to score. They can kind of like, they'll skate a little longer before they get frustrated. The Minnesota team, Michigan, in games that it's been very tight, they do have a tendency, I wouldn't say freelance, but they're definitely, you could tell they get frustrated, they get fucking annoyed. Versus Minnesota, they're kind of like, all right, this is just the way it works. You just, we're going to keep skating. We're going to do our chances. And I think they know, like, 9 times out of 10, we're going to end up on top. It's just the way it works.
Yeah. We'll see. I always root for the Minnesota teams, though. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because.
Yeah. I think we got to broach a subject at this point. I heard some alarming news about field reporter Ross.
You're really going to do this?
Before you go off on this, I just want to say that I don't think it's right that he's not here to have this
This is
Not
a
being
drone
brought up.
strike.
Yeah,
It
this
is.
is a drone
This
strike.
is yes.
This
might
isn't a
need to-
ricochet. This isn't a ricochet. This is a
This is a-
pinpointed.
This is a
satellite
precision,
drone
yeah,
strike.
precision strike
Like,
from
this is not
afar.
right?
From afar.
Yeah, you're in like some bunker somewhere, and he's
Yes.
in
He's
theater.
downrange.
I
He's
kind
in
of agree.
theater.
I think we
Yeah.
need to table this for when we're in
All
the
right,
same
we'll
room.
table this. We'll table
Yeah,
this.
we should table this.
Yeah.
I I'm
I
I'm
don't-
questioning a lot of stuff here. I was so jarred.
I don't even
when I
want you
saw
to
it.
bring it up until
Yeah, I
I'm,
won't.
we're in,
I
I'm not.
All right.
I'm gonna
Until
cut
we're
it. I'm gonna
casting.
cut it.
All right, we're gonna have. Well, no, we'll just tease. Like we're gonna have field reporter Ross come on in the next couple of weeks. He needs to answer for some things. He needs to answer for some things because he was blocking shots and
Yeah,
the
he's blocking
you
shots
know,
in beer league.
and
Who's blocking shots?
Ross.
I mean, we don't even have to talk about him specifically, and I'll go off on that. Who is blocking shots in beer league?
not me.
Yeah,
Not
Ross.
Not
I
me.
move aside. I go ahead.
yeah. You could shoot.
Mhm.
You could shoot.
I'll put a stick in the lane here and there.
I'll
Well,
do that.
But
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, I'll
but
put a
I'm not.
stick in the
I'm
lane.
not
But
standing in the
I'll
lane.
like reach out. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Also, is someone who played on Sundays and Wednesdays this past season, 3 weeks in a row, I won't say what league, I got hit by my own freaking teammates. One of them was Brando. He was laughing. He thought it was funny as shit. He was looking at me as he shot the puck in my back.
Maybe you need to get out of his way.
I wasn't near the net.
well,
That's the worst thing.
Whoops.
I was on the side of the net.
Oh, by the way, I
Sorry,
just like to
Brando.
say that was another ricochet.
Yeah.
You're just dropping dimes on people. They're not even here. Like,
Is there anybody else you'd like to talk about?
Call me Takashi 6 Jawa. Like, geez, like dropping dimes on everybody.
And so ends another chapter in the great book of Beers in the Lot. Thank you so much for your listen. We're so grateful for every download and like and rating and review and subscription that we get. All these things help us get seen by more people and grow the podcast. So thanks again for that. Don't forget to tell your teammates and friends about the show, and we'll see you next week with another episode. Until then, later.